All right. Welcome everyone to the BioQuantum Podcast. So I am alive today. You get to see my face. I am going to try to commit to doing a monologue and kind of channeling the energy at least 2 to 3 times a week. So, for those of you that don't like the avatar, this is for you. And of course, you are always welcome to go over to our podcast. If you just go to becomingbioquantum.com, go over to listen, and you can see all of these episodes without the video right there. And you can just listen, which is sometimes kind of nice to just shut your eyes and feel into the frequency. So that's what the invitation is always. So we are going to move into that quantum field and we're going to help you tap into your highest potential. The energy that I'm really feeling this week is attuning and always staying in that heightened state of awareness. This energy of the week is really bringing us into magnetic alignment as our DNA imprints our reality. So, I want to talk a little bit about what this is and how you can use it to advance consciousness, to improve your life, and to experience the synchronicities and the magic when we say yes to that frequency that is stored in our DNA source 963 hertz. All right. So if you ever noticed moments when your intuition is so clear that you feel tapped into something beyond yourself, we've all had these experiences. And this is our innate state of being. What if you could feel like that all the time? When synchronicities come in, your dreams seem to give you more information and messages. You get insights, those downloads, those uploads, and everything becomes very clear, right? It's so pure. That is the way we are designed to always be living our lives. It's exciting, and that's where we're moving into. The energy that we're working with this week is exactly that. So let's understand how we can hold that heightened awareness so that we can use the energies to ascend us, right? The first thing is tuning into our intuition. Intuition is who we are on a multidimensional level. Intuition is the ability to see without using your eyes. It's able to hear without your physical ears. It's the ability to feel without the chemical responses of the body, not the neurological responses, but a multidimensional feeling. We know the difference, right? One is very clean. It has information and you stay open to receiving it. You stay heightened, right? In that heightened state. And the other, we're kind of taken over by it. And it starts to control the way we think if we let it. I think I just did an episode on holding consciousness outside of those chemical responses of the body. So if I can find it, I'll put it in the links below. But let's like come back to this place. So when we start to tap into this magnetic alignment as the DNA starts to imprint our lives, and that's really what this whole entire year is going to be about, is dialing everything in so that we're very, very clear on what our yeses and our nos are, so that we start to align with our divine plan, right? Because we're part of that. It's a unified field, and we have certain things that we do within that field. And when we let the ego come in, or the program body and mind, or reality, the matrix, it distorts it. So you may even see like repeating numbers. You see the 11 11s, the 3 3 3s, the 4 4 4s. Those are all times that we should be paying attention. What was I just thinking? Right? I've been asking a question. I'm looking for an answer. Start to see your reality as feedback to fine tuning your energetic alignment, that magnetic alignment, the imprint of your divine molecular technology on your reality. And when you have information start to come through, pay attention. Go into that fourth level of consciousness. And fourth level of consciousness is the ability to listen, but not through the mind, the programmed mind. So you attune to it, right? Just like you're trying to match a frequency of a piano, you stay open and you allow the information to come to you. That feeling feels amazing, right? When we allow life to come in and guide us, because our life is being imprinted by the divine within our DNA. Your DNA is one of the most powerful alignment tools that we have. It is not just the two strands that we've been told that it is. When we go into this magnetic alignment through our DNA imprinting our lives, we start to operate within the most advanced technology there is. We become a co-creator within our life through an intelligence that is beyond our understanding. This magnetizes our experience of life. It brings in those opportunities. It brings in those special people, our soul family. I'm getting chills because I love my soul family. I love you guys. And, you know, we just need to get out of the way. Let's just say it for how it is. We make it so much harder than it needs to be. When we can identify what's our ego and what is the purity of holding consciousness in that frequency of source that's within us, one feels inspiring. It feels expansive. It feels light. It feels still when we are aligned with it. We're very still. We may have that enthusiasm, and that's the divine saying, pay attention. Pay attention. This is for you. If you feel inspired, you pay attention and you go inside and you say, I am ready. I am listening. And then you start to attune. And then all of the noise and all of the brain patterns, those programs, those viruses go to the side and we wait, right? Because the inspiration is saying, there's something for you. This is your divine alignment. If we are being distracted, that's when we bring in the self-discipline. Oh, that spiritual discipline, right? Where we can allow ourselves to have the human experience for as long as we want, knowing that when it's time and when we choose, we can go back to the stillness because there's nothing wrong with having a human experience. We all love to feel that chemical response of joy and love and enthusiasm, right? That dopamine or oxytocin that gets released. But the thing is, enjoy it and then go back into the stillness. We just don't want to make choices from that place because when our body is in a chemical response to life, we will most often choose through our programming. So wait for the stillness, be excited, but wait for the stillness, and then say, okay, I'm open, I'm ready. What is my next right step? And then we wait for the yes as the expansion or the lightness, the stillness that feels pure. And if it feels heavy or contracted, we either wait or it's a no. I talked a little bit more about that in this week's episode on magnetic alignment for the energy. All right. So, one of the things that we can do to kind of quiet the mind is breath work. I am breath work obsessed, especially doing breath work with the codes. I may randomly pick a code and I will breathe the code into my pineal gland. And then when I'm breathing out, I feel the cells of my body expanding and turning on that frequency. So I just organically just drew the seven, which is the ability to listen, see, feel, and know through the frequency of source. It's that I call it the direct phone line to God, right? Or to the divine, to source, the intelligence. When we take time to do practices like breath work, we raise the frequency of our body so that our consciousness can attune in and let go of all the chatter. That stillness is important. So, whether you're doing that through meditation, breath work, exercise, I know just taking a hike, I can easily go. I say, I always say some of my best downloads are when I'm in the bathroom and I'm in the shower, when you're just like, that feels so good. Or on a hiking trail when everything is very quiet and getting into that energetic flow and just having the frequency of the environment of the trees. And I go inside and I have the experience through my DNA, and my DNA will imprint that experience so that I can have it from the highest frequency possible. Because guess what? Your DNA is a higher frequency than your environment. You're attuning your environment, not the other way around. So when we actively participate in the frequency of our DNA, everything changes. So with that, let me just ask you, are you listening? Are you allowing? Are you paying attention to the messages of your DNA, your intuition? This is your invitation to step into higher alignment. Will you accept the invitation? And if the answer is yes, go inside and let your life be informed. Inform my life. DNA, source frequency, inform my life. Inform my body. I am ready. I am willing. I will say yes. And the more that you say yes, the more you get and the clearer things become. All right, my lovelies. Well, I just want to thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. And I also want to invite you to like and subscribe because it not only helps me feel into where the energies of our community are going so that I can bring in some videos to support that, but it also supports reach more people. And that's what we want, right? Is to awaken the planet. And I also want to invite you to comment because I will respond to you. I love hearing what you have to say. So until next time, stay aligned, keep listening, and allow the divine to inform your life. So much love to everyone.